Painting in India developed from a variety of sources, from long palm leaf manuscripts containing religious text and images, to vertically oriented royal histories showing an enthroned ruler, usually under a canopy and surrounded by nobles and attendants. This painting is from a manuscript about the Hindu goddess Durga. She is the fierce form of the great goddess, or Devi, and is often shown with multiple arms, carrying weapons, and riding her lion into battle against the buffalo demon Mahisha. She often appears in paintings and sculpture from different time periods in India. This painting focuses on the Hindu god Vishnu, who reclines on a celestial snake floating in the infinite cosmic waters. Another god, Brahma, emerges from a lotus connected to Vishnu's navel. In Hinduism, Brahma is responsible for the creation of the world and all living things. Vishnu is the god that preserves and protects the universe. So this painting depicts a version of the Hindu creation story. This story is frequently depicted in Indian painting. In some renderings, cherubs float in the sky and sprinkle gold dust to bless the scene, and the ocean looks more like a decorative carpet. Some depictions consider Brahma emerging from Vishnu's navel as a birth and show the goddess Lakshmi tenderly massaging Vishnu's feet after he awakens. In this version, two demons emerge from the ear of the sleeping Vishnu and attempt to challenge and attack Brahma. But Brahma evokes the goddess of illusion, a version of the great goddess Durga. She wakes up Vishnu, who then defeats the demons. Everything ends well, and Brahma succeeds in creating the world. This painting uses certain visual tricks to convey the story that are used in many Indian paintings. It is important to recognize these visual clues so that you can understand the painting even if you don't know the story. First, notice how the story is represented in 3 episodes, but all 3 episodes are within the same frame. This is called conflated narrative, in which multiple points of a story are presented together. Indian painting is usually not organized by linear time, but rather a sense of place or location. In this painting, it is the cosmic water that stays consistent and brings the different moments in time together. Second, Indian artists developed ways to make sure images of the divine were recognizable. While they resemble people, the artist also made them superhuman by adding multiple heads and multiple limbs, or giving them blue skin color, or painting a halo around their head. Third, the most important figures in a painting, whether religious or not, were always made bigger than everyone else. This technique is called hierarchical scale. It wasn't used to show that they were physically bigger, but that they had bigger status. In these many ways, the space of Indian painting doesn't try to achieve representational reality as perceived by the human eye, but rather, Indian painting represents a symbolic space that transcends the material world. One last thing to note is that pre-modern paintings were not made to hang on the wall. Instead, they were meant to view up close while seated in order to see the detail, just as you're doing now. Notice the fine hairs of Brahma's beard. Notice the rays of light emanating from Vishnu's halo, and the subtle shading along his blue torso. Notice how each white pearl of his necklace sticks out. And finally, notice the masterful line work of the cosmic ocean that fills the paper surface. Together, there is a play between 2-dimensionality and 3-dimensionality in Indian painting that has hopefully transported you to an otherworldly plane of visual pleasure.